What's going on, HPP fam? Welcome back to another episode. I'm picking up the camera late on a Tuesday. Gio's over there humping on a Corvette. Let me get you guys up to speed on what we've had going on and what you guys missed yesterday. I'm gonna step outside in the rain. Hopefully we don't get too wet. But you guys had just witnessed last week, because I'm putting these 2 weeks together, so this may seem a little weird in the middle of the video, but Gio is working on this Jeep. Now, I'm not sure how much he filmed. Gio's still new to the whole camera thing, but the Jeep is pretty much all wrapped up. We still got to get this thing on the dyno to get numbers, but this thing received a Texas Speed Stage 2 camshaft. It got some AFE shorty headers, MagnaFlow, full exhaust system, and then it's got an AFE Momentum GT intake on it as well. And obviously, as you can see, this is a 2022 or 23, I can't remember, Jeep Rubicon 392. So that's right, this thing's got the Big Johnny 6.4 liter Hemi in it. If you guys remember, look back at some videos, we did one of these Jeeps when they first came out, 2022. And turned out dope, so I'm happy to do another one. I like the white and the bronze wheels on this. This thing will look dope. Maybe some bronze wheels on that one, but I like that sharp looking Jeep. So you guys should see that thing hit the dyno. This week sometime, maybe today or tomorrow. Boo had her first accident, poor thing. As you can see, let's push back in and half the splitter's missing. We were coming back from our little mini vacation, and on the highway, I didn't see nothing. All of a sudden, boom! Look in the rear view, I see the splitter flying. I don't know what we hit. I got a new splitter on the way. We'll get her fixed up. What else? As soon as the Corvette over here is getting new power steering lines, as soon as that's wrapped up, we'll get our C10 on the rack, so that way we can get our flex fuel sensor in line on this thing. And once we get that plumbed in and we get it wired up, then that should wrap up the C10. We'll get some E85 in it and we'll start tuning on that thing, which I know you guys have been waiting on that one. It's been a minute, but that's what we got kicking around. Let's see where the rest of this week takes us. Alright guys, as you can see, our LS3 Corvette, I believe this one's 2009, is all wrapped up. We got a new low pressure and high pressure power steering line on this thing. So Gio's gonna go ahead and pull it out, take it for a quick test drive, and then this one will go on back to the customer and we'll get the next thing onto the lift. So guys, now we've got our Project C10 on the rack, and we just fed our flex fuel connector through the firewall there. We're actually currently waiting on some new injector bottoms for these FIC injectors that we just put in here. This intake requires a 15 millimeter O-ring, and we've got a 14 millimeter O-ring. So we've got a 15 mil O-ring, but the injector bottom is not set up for the O-ring, so there's a little bit of slop. It works, it does not leak. However, it's not right for boost. So I already called FIC yesterday and ordered the correct replacement bottoms for this intake with this whole setup. Shout out to Aaron at FIC for getting me all situated. But that stuff will be here next day or two. So in the meantime, we're going to get our flex fuel sensor mounted underneath the truck. We get our wiring ran, get it connected to the Holly, and then all we'll be waiting on is those injector bottoms, and then finally, I believe, should be ready to hit the dyno. So that is exciting. This one's been a long time coming, but it has been. Everything on this is custom, which anybody knows you built a custom street truck or car before, it takes some time getting some stuff. Plus, you know, you want it nice. So, we are doing just that. So guys, as you just witnessed, our Jeep is just about all wrapped up. And as you can see, ooh, we got a motor dangling. We've got Alfonso's 408 Brawler about ready to drop back in the car. So we're gonna go ahead and get the motor dropped back in, and I'll show you what it looks like. So guys, rocking and rolling, we got our Jeep sold, and let me show you what we got cooking up that we're gonna get crack-a-lacking on first of next week. That is, we've got a camshaft going in the Silverado. We got a camshaft going in this Durango Citadel 345. You guys know the owner of that one. We did a bunch of work to his car as well. And then we got Boo on the end there that our engine may be coming out soon. So just had somebody pull up. Let me see what this gentleman needs, and I will get back with you, and I'll show you what we got going on with this F-150. Alright, so the dude in the truck that I was like, we don't work on those, that was Alfonso. Shout out to Alfonso. That's the owner of the Corvette. I forgot he bought that truck. Anyways, so we are working on getting the other side turbo in this tight little chassis, which we're gonna have to do some things. We are riding the struggle bus. We maybe should have dropped that thing in there before we dropped the motor in. But anyways, we'll get it figured out. In the meantime, got this, I think it's a 2021 F-150, and we are doing an aftermarket screen. As you can see, I've already got all the old stuff tore out of this thing. And I'm gonna snatch this box. What we got inside. Nabos. Snazzy. The heck? Knock myself out. So this thing is pretty cool. Big old nice touchscreen. So I do need to swap over some of the buttons and the controls. I'm gonna leave this pretty plastic on until I get it put in. But I will show you guys the final product here in a second. Let me go ahead and get everything swapped over and get this snapped in place. We'll check out the new screen. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we got the other turbo on the other side and the other side cylinder head torqued down on Alfonso's twin turbo C5 Corvette. And just in case you forgot, let's go fast. In the meantime, I have also finished getting the screen installed on this F-150. As you can see, all wrapped up. And I'm not gonna leave you in there too long because we don't want to get hit for that copyrighted music. I'll go ahead and get this thing backed out, get it outside, get it on back to the customer. So ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for this week's episode. To recap, I'm pretty sure we figured out what's wrong with Bowser. It has a fuel hat issue. Now, everything's new from 4, but for some reason we can't maintain fuel pressure. So we're gonna dive into that next week. We got we are still waiting on the lower half of our injectors for the C10. Should get those either this weekend or Monday. So we'll be able to, next week for sure, the C10 will be getting wrapped up. Hell or high water next week. We will also be starting a cam on our Citadel next week. And as you can see, who's on the lift? Now this is a stealth project. This is a after hours project. This is a this weekend project. But the motor is coming out of Boo this weekend, so that way we can start on the motor build. So that's it for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.